Oh, dude. Oh, yeah. Warm up. Mouth in the tongue, teeth in the lips. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Shimmy, shimmy, y'all, shimmy, yay.
It's funny when I like reread some of the topics that I wrote down when we first started. Just like really obscure ones that are
My,
just, yeah, I don't
some,
know. Go
some
ahead.
of mine, like, I have like one that was like, I heard it off of like side stories.
Yeah.
And it was this lady got like stalked and killed by a bear.
Oh, nice.
I thought they said it was like she was stalked and killed in her car. And I'm just like, what the hell? Because it's like one of the first instances that a bear is like stalked and killed a human like inside their own home.
Oh, wow.
And they're thinking that because they thought that she was possibly dead, been there for a minute, and then like broke in and then feasted on her cadaver, if you will.
Okay.
But and they then later found out that she was still alive, I believe. Like this is all coming out my ass. Like it was like a while ago that I
Yeah.
heard about this. I should do some research. That would help us out quite a bit.
At the
But
what are you getting at? Is this like a topic you thought was bad or what?
no,
Because
I was like going good, but then they like came back with like a retort of like it. I guess like it was the first way. I think because they came out because they thought it was like it stalked her, broke in and like attacked her in her house and then killed her. And then
yeah.
they came back and were like, "Oh no, she was already dead," and it broke in and ate her when she was already
Okay.
dead. I believe that possibly.
Okay.
I need to do more research.
Well, that reminds me of like this podcast I was listening to. I think it's one that you guys recommended to me, but the episode is it's National Parks After Dark, and the episode is about the bears. These bears in Alaska or some national park. They were just like absolutely murdering people on these campgrounds because the freaking the camp host was just feeding it buckets of bacon, it and the cubs, because it brought in tourism. Like they would show up for a
Yeah,
show. You're feeding a bear, nobody gets to be up close to a bear, and like this guy is just like, here's a bucket of bacon, bear.
come closer, buddy. Dude, I love that shit. That's wild.
Right? Like I love those stories because I love it when they deep dive into like the facts around it, like why were these bears attacking these people? Well, this park ranger was feeding it buckets of bacon. Every time that somebody in the campground would complain about these bears getting too close to camp and attacking or charging people, the rangers would be like, nah, that never happened.
Nah, man.
You just
Don't bacon.
yeah. Did you yell at it? Yeah, I did, and it still didn't run away. Nah, you're just goofing on us. Like what the just listen to him, you know?
Nah, I don't get paid to listen. I get
Well,
paid to
listen
bring people to the park.
well, listen to this. This
What?
is the A2J podcast.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I'm your host,
Got me.
Axel, and this is my co-host, John.
What's up?
Yeah, y'all are freaks.
Click that they put out is so loud that if we're close enough to it, it will kill us.
Never have I thought that it was like a Bible story. I just thought it was like some rad ass shit.
Welcome to Carnival Cruise Level 1. You have a slight chance of dying, so all the booze and alcohol are free.
Your whole throat was numb by Rockstar and Jägermeister.
That's how Hostel starts, and I'm cool.
This is kind of confusing me, but somebody told me you took a shit on the desk.
I would just be literally belly up at the schooner, drinking a Coke, talking to the bartender.
Pops, I had a tough day.
You sit there and sip on it, and it's supposed to help you digest your food.
Instead, you're making 4th of July in your stomach at school.
Dude, but on that note, there is actually like one thing where it was complaints about national parks, and like most of the complaints are like, I didn't see any animals when I was here. Why didn't I see animals? You guys should bring more animals. Like, and it's just like, what? Yeah. Like, they're like I saw on your Instagram that you guys had bears here. Where are your bears? And it's just like, yeah. It's
You
like
gotta
people,
be
it's not Jurassic Park.
yeah. It's
Like what,
it's go to a zoo then if you wanna see animals. You when you go out into the wild, you're happy if you don't see animals, you know?
dude, right?
Because they're all like they wanna see the predators mostly, right? Like, that's the big
Any
show, and I'm just like, "No."
No, it got bad up north, like, especially during, like, because we had a lot of elk up there. Like, during the rutting season, like, you were kinda up
Oh,
there during that time where
yeah.
literally people would pull over to the side of the road, get
Yeah.
out of their cars, and stand about 20 feet from elk. And I'm just like me and Sam would, like, yell at them, like, "You're gonna die!" Like,
Yeah. "You're dead, you're
"You're
dead,
gonna"
you're dead, you're dead. Your little kids are
Yeah, yeah,
you're
dude. Sacrifice them at the forest god because you all did.
gonna
Like, and it's just like that, seeing, like, all, like, the videos of people at, like, Yellowstone or, like,
Oh, man.
Yosemite with all the bison
Yeah.
and shit, and then just getting trampled. Me and her just laugh our asses off. We're just like, "Good."
It
Like,
it needs to prove something 'cause those people are risking their lives and, also risking other people's lives because other people are gonna look at them and be like, "They must know what they're doing," you know?
yeah.
And they
We
don't.
need we need to take that thought theory of, like, being like, "Oh, that person must know what they're doing," and throw it out the fucking window and
Yeah,
just be like, "No, they don't know what they're doing. I need to show them how to do it correctly,
yeah, and I'm
even though I
glad
don't know what I'm doing."
yeah, I'm glad that there's more people with cameras nowadays because of situations like this where they can be like videotaping idiots getting trampled because they get too close, and then somebody else can be like, "Oh, I'm gonna, stitch this with my own thing, my own comments, and be like, this is why you don't do it," you know?
People will still do it though. Like, that's the crazy
Yeah.
thing is, like, people will see someone jump off a bridge and die, and they'll be like, "Nah, I'll be okay. Like, I have a special bond with this cliff and water.
That looks fun.
That looks great. I'm not gonna do what he did, but I'm gonna do something better."
Yeah.
Eh,
That reminds me though when me and the wife uh we went up there and we hiked that trail back from the beach through the redwoods
the one that took
and
you all day, where everybody's just like,
yeah.
"Where are they?"
I mean, we were taking our time. We were like flipping over like stumps trying to see if there's salamanders and stuff here and there.
Yeah.
But and like, looking at the mushrooms. But we had our dog with us and we we rounded a corner. It was like a hella soft corner too, but it was like a blind spot. So we come around and there's a freaking elk. So to paint the picture, we're on like the trail is on a steep slope down, and there's an elk on the like down slope of it, but it's massive. It was crazy how big it was. Just standing to like next to this big redwood tree, and it was like a giant in the fucking woods. And I was like, we both like kind of started slowly backing up. We got called Dante back, and like we just hunkered down into the ferns of the slope and we just like waited for it to like move on and just watched it, and it was very majestic. It felt like like we were just interrupting its entire life, and like we were nothing to it, and then it just walked off and we're like, okay, let's go, let's get the fuck out of here.
It is crazy how big they are because it's like seeing from your car is like one thing, but,
Yeah,
like, seeing one, like, probably 50 feet away from you, if that, like, holy crap. Like, when, Lady's parents came up and we went camping, we went to, Elk Meadows, and that place, it literally, like, they
yeah.
graze there, they chill there, and, like, her dad had a brat ass idea being like, "Hey, let's go play some horseshoes." And we're just like, "Oh, cool. Where's the horseshoe pit?" "Oh, cool. Like 100 away from all the herd of elk just chilling." "Cool. Yeah, let's go do that." So we're only playing one way. So because normally, you throw it back and forth, and we're just like, I don't want to turn my back to these guys. Like, I don't trust you guys to tell me when to that something's coming at me.
Yeah.
And so we're playing, and then one of them, like it was a female, just stands up and like just stares at us
Oh,
and just like keeps on watching. We're just like played maybe another couple tosses. We're just like, yeah, all right, we're done.
Yeah.
Like they're like still far away. Like we'll just go back, and then like stayed the night there, and nothing really happened. And
Yeah,
then you
that's
just
good.
hear some noises in the morning. You're just like, oh, must be they're awake making breakfast. Just surrounded by hundreds of elk, just in the campsite, just going through. We're just like, I guess we're staying in the car tonight.
Yeah.
Like the rest of this morning. Like,
We'll just chill. We'll just chill.
don't
I'm not
move. They can't see us if we
I
don't
don't
move.
even want breakfast, honestly. Like, it's a waste of time. I was not thinking about how tasty a cup of coffee is in the morning after camping.
Oh, dude.
Uh,
Yeah, I wasn't hoping for that magic bean juice to wake me up. I just
yeah.
got my adrenaline spike for the day, going back to sleep.
Yeah, there was also another time, which is, it was actually our last, camping trip out there. We were doing the little trail that goes around and kind of like to the other side, the campsites and stuff.
Mhm,
And, there's like bike or desolate campgrounds
mhm,
that you can camp at, and the trail you can go down that way and then cut into the trail itself. Well, there was a there was a big bull elk on the far end where the I was as we were walking up, I'm like, I'm pretty sure it's standing like maybe 30-40 feet away from the trailhead. And it started like kind of walking closer to us, and we were very far away from it, but the trailhead was still like, you know, ahead of us, and it was
mhm,
just like getting closer to that trailhead. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think we're gonna go on this hike, guys, unless you want to like go a different route. And and like there's a few people that were just like, no, no, it's okay, it's no, it'll be fine. I'm like, no, we got the dogs with us, and I just don't really want to risk it, you know?
mhm.
And so
Don't
we everyone finally agreed to turn around, but I was kind of shocked as we are walking away. I was like, why wasn't everyone on board on just walking away? Cuz
right? Like, that was a great idea by yours truly, and y'all just looked at me like I was the dumb one.
yeah. I was on the boat of leaving, but I was also like, if the wife was going, I can't just leave her. You know,
Right? You're just like,
I was
"Alright,
like,
well,
guess I'm dying. Guess I'm dead.
I guess this elk is eating man flesh tonight."
I think the main thing was that we thought the trailhead was further away from it, so that's why we got closer. But I mean, how far away do you think we were? Like probably like 100 yards or something. How many American football fields were we away?
Probably like 75 to 100
Yeah.
yards from it. Like,
Okay.
yeah.
And
No,
it
yeah.
and if
But
the trailhead was on that same football field, what would it be on like yard line wise?
oh, no. It'd probably be on, like, the hashtags and stuff, so maybe about 20 yards or so from the trailhead.
Yeah, 20 yards on the offensive or defensive line. Okay.
Yeah, that. That's the sports ball we know. A foosball.
How many American Eagle wingspans was it away from us?
36 and a half. Goddamn.
That's probably good. Actually, that's probably accurate.
That's my special autistic power is I don't know actual units and measurements, but I can take things and objects and measure shit up.
That's perfect. That's all you
It's
need to
like
know.
probably weighs about 5.5 johns.
Shots. Mm. It'd be like, how many grams of weed is this?
360, 500.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, dude. I was like, that it's always sketchy seeing wildlife. Like, I do love like seeing it from like a good distance, like car. If you're like binoculars, dude, just seeing it, that shit's cool. But like, nature's so much bigger than a lot of people realize.
Oh yeah,
Because a lot of people are faked out by movies and shit where it's like the actual size of a wolf dwarfs a dog. Like they are huge.
it's nuts.
Dude, like
Yeah.
that, like imagine like literally seeing like a blue whale like breach the water next to your kayak. And like just seeing videos of that, or like when like that one video of the blue whale just body checking that dude on a fucking sailboard. He's just like going, he's just like, yeah, man, living life to the fullest. And then a whale's just like, nah, just kidding. And just fucking just hits him, dude. Fucking hard. It's greater than shit.
There was one I saw that was these ladies were kayaking or something around where like whales were like breaching, and the video makes it look like she got swallowed by a whale, and I guess she just got her like leg or something caught in its mouth and like got kind of spat out, but
Yeah.
still terrifying.
Dude, it is because it's like they will probably not eat you because like you're too big for them to like eat,
Yeah.
but you can definitely still be swallowed by the mother. They have huge mouths.
Yeah.
Like, and they'll be like, "Oh shit," and like try to crush you because, and then they're like, "Oh, you're not food." Like, it's
No,
wild. Like,
swallow me. I want to be stuck in your stomach. I want to be a
I
Bible
will.
story.
Yeah, what is that? Goddamn, was
I
it
don't know the Bible story, but
Jonah?
I know Pinocchio. Pinocchio and Giuseppe got stuck in a whale's stomach.
That's true. What whale was that?
um,
Was
it
it
was
Jonah? Was Jonah the one that got stuck in the whale?
yeah, I think so. And the whale was like I I don't know what the whale specifically was, but what I remember vividly is it's in the shape of a sperm whale.
Yeah, it was black. It's I can't remember its name. I think it started with an M. It was something badass.
Out of all the whale species, sperm whales are so cool.
Dude, they are I love how they hunt because they have so like their sonar or like their like click that they put out is so loud that if we're close enough to it, it will kill us. And
Yeah,
that
that's
it is
rad.
so strong that they literally see like an X-ray vision with it because it penetrates into the other animals so hard so they can see like which one's weaker and shit from a distance. And like,
It's like broken femur on this one.
dude,
An old war injury in the shoulder, I see.
Monstro. There we go. That was the whale's name.
Monstro. I didn't know the whale had a name. What the hell?
Yeah. It's Monstro.
I remember reading like a Bernstein Bears book, and like they go out to sea.
Bernstein.
Whatever.
Whatever
They go.
Mandela name you have for it.
Yeah, it's like just pick and choose. That's how I pronounced it when I was a kid.
Keep it going, dog. I don't see nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, I had the one where they go out to they go to the ocean or to like to a vacation home, and it's like the drabbiest vacation home, but the boy bear goes out and like is checking out everything, and there's like the tide pool area on like an old dock, and then him and the father go out on to sea into like a rowboat, and they get swallowed by a whale. For
Oh
anybody
no.
and what's funny is like I read that, and I've also like watched the old Disney Pinocchio, and never have I thought that it was like a Bible story. I just thought it was like some rad ass shit happening, you go out to sea, you get swallowed by a whale. Watch
That's just
out,
what they do.
Yeah.
I was like, careful, don't go into the ocean in Australia on a boat. Orcas will attack you.
Yeah, man.
They just
That's
hate those rich white folks, man. It's
why
wild.
I was always scared of watching the History Channel show where they go crabbing out in like the Alaskan waters. Hey, you gotta watch
That'd
out.
be
You can
so much scarier if they just had to worry about random whale swallows, dude.
get yeah, random monstrous like sea creatures coming out of nowhere.
Oh, dude, that would be such a rad show, though. Like, I
Yeah,
would love to see like a sci-fi spoof of like Deadliest Catch, where it's like they literally are just trying to catch crabs while there's actively sea monsters.
yeah, dude.
Like, and there's still what that crappy ass Sea Shepherd, the whale, like rights people that would go over like to Japan and like hit people with goddamn like stink bombs and shit, so they just wouldn't fish anymore. It's like those guys like literally still trying to stop the crabbers from crabbing, but still have to fight off the monsters too.
Yeah.
There's like, no, we're your friends, man. Ugh.
Imagine like sailing out and just like like going straight out to, and you're like talking to the camera like, yeah, we're going up, we got like 300 pods here and like all this other gear over here, and then they see in the like the background just like these tentacles coming out of the ocean, like where the sun is like setting, tentacles coming out from way far away, and like they look at the GPS plotter and they're just like, I guess we're not picking up our gear today.
We're gonna come back and try it again
We will,
tomorrow.
let's hope that our gear is still there.
If not, we're going kraken hunting, and that's a whole different gear loadout.
Yeah, we are going to have to get some harpoons.
So I imagine they would just still have like if it was a thing, they would still just have them. Or every fishing vessel would be literally like a mini goddamn aircraft carrier.
Yeah, yeah, for
Just
sure.
we have a glider that can drop bombs and bait, so we can bait it away. If not, then we also have machine guns and rockets. We bought a couple of like Tomahawk rockets from the government that was left over from Vietnam, and they said they kind of work.
That's all I need to know, baby.
They said it was military grade.
Cruise ships be having like huge ass weaponry on it, bro. Like
Dude,
crazy shit.
look how much weapons we have on it, and there's no sea monsters. Like, imagine if there was, dude. Like,
Yeah, we start we start going to onto like cruise ships on the rating of like the least attacked cruise ship.
dude, right? Just like, all right, welcome to Carnival Cruise Level 1. You have a slight chance of dying, so all the booze and alcohol are free. And by the
Bef-
way, there are gun decks, and you guys have your chance to survive your life.
yeah, there's like training involved on how to like if you see a sea serpent, you know.
See something, say something, okay?
Yeah, see.
Everybody, now pay attention. I'm going to teach you how to load this Barrett 50 cal. All right. So now you put the rounds in the belt and then you feed it up into the feeder. You push it down and you want to take your fist and hammer it. Do it until you click. Rack up once. Nope. You need to do it twice. Click, clack. Duh, 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 duh. It's like, Jesus Christ.
Like little kids, man, I can't push it. I can't. It won't
You're
push.
gonna you're gonna have to learn, Jimmy. Mom and dad are dead in second deck because they drowned because they were
Yeah.
floating in the room. Left you guys in daycare. If there was a cruise that wasn't purged by monsters and like disease and mishaps, would you want to go on a cruise in now day and age?
Oh, present time,
Yeah,
not
present time, like this timeline. Like
not
no,
fantasy timeline. Okay,
no,
hold on.
yeah.
Let me shake out sea monsters from my head. All the cool shit. No.
Monstro, no.
No. Yeah. Nah. You know what? When I was younger, I really wanted to be on a cruise ship. I really wanted to.
That's probably when
Um,
they were good.
I think so. Because also I didn't have like the worry of like, how
Paying
is
for it.
this of paying for it? How is this affecting, the climate and stuff like that? I
Mhm.
wasn't, thinking about everything that could be negative in any way, but now it's just kind of like I don't know, the charm kind of left me because one on one hand, when I was a kid, I really liked the idea of being out in the ocean on a boat and stuff, and like, and a cruise ship was like seemed attainable because it was something like a vacation and my family might want to be on vacation. And but that never happened with, my parents. We
What?
we were we were strict tent campers, um
We were strict
yeah.
tent campers year round, dog.
Yeah,
We knew about that life. Dude, were
we
you
s-
homeless?
we squeezed dimes to make a quarter, baby. um yeah, no, it's yeah, to further pull on that, it was just like I wanted to as a kid, but now that I'm older and have like am able to actually research stuff, like, and I know the wastefulness of a cruise ship, it just doesn't seem good. And it's also like after COVID, it kind of like hit home how grimy they can be, you
Dude,
know?
yeah, like, just hearing all the, like,
Yeah.
the recent stories of all, like, the Disney Carnival and all that, it's like, this one backed up with toilet water for several weeks before they can get back, and it's like,
Yeah. What if
cruise shits.
yeah, what if you end up on one of those cruises? The poo
Exactly.
cruise.
Dude, the poo cruise, man. Dude,
Yeah. What was
I
that one
yeah.
that, the Constacordia or something?
Oh, where the captain, like, drove it into the rocks?
Yeah, he was like he changed course or something, and then he, like, crashed it, and then he was, like, one of the not first, but, like, one of the first couple of,
People off.
lifeboats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just like, "Oh, that happened. Alright, guys, I have something to do. I will catch you guys some other time." And just, like,
Yeah.
got the out of there, dude.
Hella incognito mode about it too, just like,
I left something in my room. I
yeah,
left my
he's
stove on. I'll be right back. Yeah. No, it's
Co
like
Costa Concordia. That's, damn, no way. It was only a 7-year-old cruise vessel. I'm not gonna read it this, it's gonna distract me from, like, well, like, our
the main
convo.
the main
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna but yeah, yeah, imagine being, like, on a cruise and, like, that happens, you know?
Right? Like, no, like, from my experience, I have been on one cruise back when I was a child, and I remember getting on in the first day before you even leave port, they have you run through, like, a evacuation drill to
Mhm.
where you like, you literally go on, put on your vest, go find your lifeboat, go jump in, sit on the lifeboat, and they, like, shut the doors and, like, pretend to drop you because these things are, like, hella high up in the air. Like, they
Massive.
literally just fucking shink and just drop your ass into the water.
Mm,
Which, I mean, is super fucking cool, but
yeah,
at the same time, is fucking the scariest probably roller coaster you've ever been on,
yeah.
because you're just like, "Oh, I'm free falling into open ocean right now."
Yeah, open
Like,
ocean, and the thing that you were, like, on that is, like, kind of like your home for a week or so is,
literally a
like
floating city.
yeah, it is a massive giant mountain just upside down sticking out of the sea, you know?
Looking
It's
back and seeing that, it's like,
nuts.
"I'm in this tiny thing."
Yeah.
But dude, it's crazy. Like, speaking of, like, ships and on that end, um, I'll get back
Oh.
to the question. So as we made a trip up to Oregon. We are going along. We made it up to, I think, Cape Blanco, I believe, up in Oregon.
Okay.
And on the way up there, they have a very old Coast Guard station. I think it was like one of the longest like operating ones since like before World War II, to where like they had these boats that were like damn near unsinkable, but they were literally just like a bottom, a place you can go inside of it, and then just like the top deck. Like there
Okay.
was like like looking at it, you're just like, how the did this thing stand up to the waves up here? And you
Right.
read a little thing on it, and they're just like, it handled like a jalopy. Like it was dope. Like
It was
nothing would
the
tip this thing over.
yeah, it was the best thing ever. We just kept filling it with helium.
Things stayed afloat forever. Actually, got out of the water a couple times.
Yeah.
Told
We
Jimmy not to do that shit again because we couldn't control it.
on a 6-foot swell, that baby could fly.
That is, and then just thinking about that and just like all the sea wrecks that we have up, like had up north and all that shit. It's just like, can only imagine like on like what 50 to 80 foot to 100 foot boat, like
Yeah.
just a rig sail ship, like just literally literally at the whim of the ocean. If it wants to push you somewhere, it's gonna.
Yeah.
Like, like you could be a great captain and anything. Like back then, I believe captains were a lot better than nowadays. We have too much technology in the way. But yeah,
Well, yeah. I mean, like, it's crazy to think that all they had to, like, direct them was, like, star maps and stuff.
yeah,
And
Dead Reckoning.
Yeah, it's so nuts to think about that. Like they were just like, "Yeah, we're going the right way." What do you
But then
mean?
again, it wasn't even that because they would literally be like, "All right, where's this star at? Look at it through their sextant, take the degree mark on that, go to their
Yeah.
map, and map that shit out." Like, if
Yeah,
you were a
there's
captain,
more
like
to
you
it,
are
but
math. But no, I think the general knowledge is that yeah, it's like all right, well, just follow that star and we'll end up north. It's
yeah.
like how the Vikings used like the sunstone and like just like the needle to tell if they went off course or not.
I thought they
Like
just went off of bloodlust. They could just smell.
they
Like,
could just smell the English.
they could just smell the wrongdoing they're about to cause.
Not going to say no, but they were amazing navigators. That was the one thing they had going for them other than
Yeah,
guerrilla tactics.
ignoring all the bad stuff, a lot of things are good.
Oh, of course, dude. Like, there's nothing good right now that hasn't been bad.
Yeah,
Like,
like, if you were to
penicillin.
ignore well, yeah.
Like, I was
But
found out a very bad way.
yeah, but with, like, cruise ships, if we ignore all the bad stuff, then they're good, you know?
See, I would. So going back to if I
Yeah,
would do a
would you? Yeah, I didn't
I
ask
would.
you. You would?
I would not do like a Disney Carnival. I would maybe do a Royal cruise
Mm,
because that's the one I went on back in 5th grade, and
yeah.
that was really dope. But the main one I would wanna go on is, like, something in Europe, like a
Okay.
Viking river cruise. Like, I think that would be more cooler than doing, like, a normal cruise because like,
Well,
it's fun, you go to hit your spots and whatnot, but
this is crazy because I just heard somebody talk about that today, on a podcast. I was listening to one of the alone podcasts. It's not an official alone history channel podcast, but it was like
Mm,
somebody like made it. Super cool, I guess. If you're into the alone TV shows, I'm just a freak for them. I love them so much.
they're
But
good.
the guy was talking. He was like asking this guy about like what he was doing now. It was if anyone's watched it, season 2, there's this guy Larry who on the show was like super angry all the time, cussing up a storm, going nuts. But like he talks about his home life and he's just like a chill ass dude, just like I'm like, this isn't the same guy. But he's like
This isn't him, doppelganger.
yeah, he was talking about how he was like taking a bunch of vacations, like going like out of country and stuff. He's like, I'm older, I want to travel, and that's so we started traveling, and he took like a Viking river cruise. I know you're talking about it, like synchronicities, bro. Like
Dude,
that's
so fucking serendipitous. Means this should go on one
wow,
possibly.
just
Oh,
just wow.
the serendipitous, man. But yeah, no, I was like, if I did, because I would love to like check out Europe more. Like
Yeah,
at all. I would love to just see it. Like I would love like I think my big 3 over there would probably be I have a couple over there because like I would love to go to all the Scandinavian areas. Like I would love to
yeah,
go see like my where my family came from in Norway. I don't know where my dad's came from in Sweden, but like I know we know where my family came from in Norway. Like we came from Trondheim, if I said that correctly. Probably not. I'm American. I don't know shit. But yeah, we came from there and like have a picture of the old farmstead. And I don't think it's there no more, but I would still love to go check that out. Ireland, I think that would be dope, and Scotland.
yeah. Would you well, here's the thing, like that a complaint that I've heard about cruises is that they make these stops, but you
Mhm.
don't have enough time to really, explore these areas,
Yeah, it's like a tippy toe into the pool because yeah, it's like you get maybe 8, 9 hours if that because it's like they get into port and like in the early morning you get off and then you have to leave before sunset pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like that part does kind of suck and it would, but I think that would be nice rather than just like me having just unlimited freedom in a sense. Cause I would think I would be almost too overwhelmed and not know what to do. Where at
Yeah.
least these ones hit like main points, like main touristy points, just to like dip my toes in. I think it'd be kind of nice.
Yeah. Sometimes I find it fun to do like the touristy stuff. Like
Just to give it
and
a
when
try.
yeah, because it's also just like if you give into it, it's like it's fun. It's
Yeah.
but but sometimes I want the locale. I want to know like what are you actually like here? You know, what's going on? Not not
Definite, but
not the people. I mean, just like the city
the
itself.
area. But at the same time, I would get fucked over. Like, just being a dumb American, like, I would wanna know, like, little bit more about it before, like, I was like, "Alright, let's just go to fucking random city that no one goes to, like, out in the middle of the Alps." Like, that's how Hostel starts, and I'm cool.
You're chill on that.
Yeah, I'd rather stay at, like, reputable place-ish.
The
Something,
mi
but I would still love to do, like, fucking just go out and try, like, the local life and try that out,
yeah.
but I would like an intro to it. I'm scared.
I want to be at some point be able to just like travel out of country, but I don't really want to do a cruise. I think my mom did a cool thing. She did a cruise Alaska.
That'd be
Um
kinda fun.
yeah, she said that it was a blast. They got to see like whales and stuff. Got to see the icebergs. Um Not the icebergs. I'm sorry, the glaciers. Because
There
they bring
probably were icebergs.
yeah, they're so well they the cruise goes into Alaska and they get dropped off at like some spot and then they stay for like a a couple they stayed like a night, maybe 2 nights, and then they got picked back up and then they cruised back on over to like old California and yeah, it was what she explained was like it sounded like a super dope time and was like really chill and it wasn't like the whole huge cruise experience, but
I mean,
I
which is
don't know.
kinda nice because you get it there, which is probably what, like, a couple days to sail up there,
Yeah,
like, and then sail back, so it's like you get that little bit of, like, cruise life, but not enough to, like, get tired of it,
yeah.
and then you get to be dropped off and actually get to chill at a place for a couple days, which that's awesome. Because if I ever go up to Alaska, if we do, we're going fishing.
Oh yeah.
Dude,
Definitely.
like, I know a guy back from where I used to live, and he goes up there every year and goes
Mhm.
fishing, and he's like, dude, just comes back with just, like, halibut, like, as tall as him, friggin' just, like
Doormats,
dude,
barn
for
doors.
dude, for real, dog, like, link cod the size like, literally our size, it's like, "What?"
Yeah,
Like, how
they they're
how?
they're fishing for sea monsters up there, bro.
For real, dog,
Yeah,
it gets so much bigger once you get, like, the further north you get, like, it's
yeah,
crazy, and,
yes,
like
yeah.
yeah, awesome, but
That's something I would
for
be
another time.
totally down for. Yeah, for another time, yeah, we'll talk about it, but still, it's super cool. But, like, for me, like, I think that, like, if we're just to, like, scope down just the cruise ship itself and what you can do on a cruise ship, there's some guy at my work that I'm almost about to leave, baby.
Fucking almost there,
One
boy.
more day.
One more day, dude. You got this.
Yeah.
Gotta go up, take a shit on that desk, and walk out.
I'm out of here. And then I get a call from my current boss that's super nice and is just the kindest human being that I've ever had as a manager who's just like, "Yeah, Axel, this is kind of confusing me, but somebody told me you took a shit on the desk and and just
This is kinda
walked out."
confusing me.
Yeah.
Like,
Uh, apparently,
I heard something
apparently
through the grapevine.
somebody put a big old poopy on the desk, and
They said that was you.
yeah. And then somebody you wrote in the poopy that it's on the wall that said you hate cruise ships. Mm.
We're a heavily cruise ship company here. We actually take our yearly sabbatical there, and you are no longer allowed on that list.
Yeah,
Son
yeah,
of a bitch.
yeah. But this guy at work, him and his family go on cruise ships like a lot. Like that's their
Mhm.
vacation thing. And all power to him and he really likes it and has a good time, but like I talked to him about like what do you do? And he's like, dude, it's so sweet. We get the, you get the cruise ship with the package of the open bar and the buffet, and the kids just run off and have fun and stuff. And then you get to hang out and like, I'm like, okay, but like, what about the in between times? Like, what do you do? Like, what do you guys have fun doing? And he's just like, well, you stop at places. I was like, I get that, but you still have to travel to those places. I'm like, I'm trying to get I was trying to get an idea of like what exactly goes on. And he's just like, there's some fun stuff. There's fun stuff you do. There's games, like, there's the arcade and stuff like that. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like there is stuff you can do. It's basically like a giant mall pretty much.
Yeah, so the one I went on, there's like a full-on shopping center that you can
Oh,
go on and
nice.
go do. There was like entire like ballroom, like with
Oh,
a theater, not a ballroom, a theater
yeah.
to where they would have concerts or whatnot, like as kids, like at the daycare. Like
Yeah, the Wiggles came on and fucking
we did
rocked
the
your world.
no, we did this like stupid like pirate freaking thing that we all like had to like rehearse for and dress up as pirates, and me and my cousin were just ghost pirates, or I was the ghost pirate and
Yeah,
he was like
that's fucking
Blackbeard.
awesome.
Dude, oh yeah. I was wearing like a freaking Jimmy Buffett shirt with just a white face, black eyes, and then like I think a red like painted like bandana or something on that, like, and then
Yeah.
some blood going down the face. So dumb. But it was a lot of fun. Like, dude, 90% of the time I was at the bar. Like, my parents wouldn't know where I was, and then they'd be like, "Oh, he's probably at the schooner." And I would just be literally belly up at the schooner, drinking a Coke, talking to the bartender, and just like literally my dad's like, "Dude, you're in 5th grade. Like, what are you doing here?" I was like, "This is the place I feel most comfortable at."
Pops, I had a tough day, okay?
I had a rough 9 to 5. I was the oldest kid at the daycare. That sucked ass because I was
Bartender, pour me 2 Cokes and a ginger ale. I'm starting to get a tummy ache.
3 fingers, please,
Yeah, 3 fingers of ginger ale. I'm getting a stomach ache.
with a pickleback, please.
Yeah. You got a you got a fucking bowl of green, he, like, slides you a bowl of green olives, and you're like, "Bleh."
Yeah, green nuts, yeah.
Yeah. I like to suck the salt off the
Put it
shells.
back. There's some guys over there who's like, "Why are these unsalted? This is bullshit, and they're
Soggy too.
wet."
Yeah.
It's the ocean, sir. Everything gets wet. We're
Yeah.
inside. It's the ocean, sir. Everything gets wet. Oh shit, dude.
So you were just hanging out at the bar the whole
Not
time? Or not the whole
most of
time,
it.
but,
Most of the time, and like it was either like, yeah, because it's like my sisters would off be doing their own thing. My cousin was like just too like young to like go out and do stuff by himself. So it's like after we were done with daycare, he would go hang out with his family. And
Okay.
I was just left to my own devices a lot because I was like right in that middle age of like not cool enough to hang out with my older siblings and too cool to hang out with my younger cousin. So
Yeah.
I would literally just like walk around and then just end up at the schooner and just be bellied
Damn.
up to the bartender. Yeah,
That's kinda rad, honestly.
dude, I don't know why. Like,
Yeah. You could have been taken by anybody at any point, but hey, you were hanging out with the bartender.
dude, that and I'm like big as half the adults on this cruise ship at fucking 5th grade. Like,
You look like a full adult in, like, tight
the
kid
only
clothes.
way, yeah, the only way you can tell is because my face looks so young. They're just like, damn, that's a big man child.
You
Is he
like
allowed to
you
be at the bar?
what the fuck? What do you want anything? Like, "Yeah, give me a whiskey and coke." And, "Alright, I'm gonna need to see some ID." He, like, checks your ID and is, like, puts under the black light and everything. He's like, "Fuck, it's real. What the hell?" He he's
Just jack my dad's.
yeah, he's legit just a 30-year-old in kid clothes.
There's the fucking shirt buttons all fucking peeling apart too in the middle.
Yeah, big old fucking circles in his butt.
Just the biggest Audi belly button poking out from it. Just
Yeah, just yeah, bread dough seeping through.
if this was sourdough, that would be a fucking great scoring. Oh shit, dude.
That's good.
Oh fuck.
That's fucking that got me tickled. That got me teeing.
That got me tickled pink if you can't tell by my skin tone. Pink as a pistol.
Oh man. Think of it that reminds me, this might be a tangent and might not really matter, but like when we were playing D&D recently last week on Saturday, I had like a cup of whiskey, like not a
Yeah.
full cup, but like there was like a shot of whiskey mixed with some ginger ale, and I don't know why,
Did you
but
eat?
I no, I did eat. I made sure I ate and everything, but my whole face was just like flushed. It was just like bright red. And I
Oh
get
fuck.
that sometimes and I don't know why it happens because like I've the formula I will be like I drank water that day. I ate that day, and like still
Who's drinking on an empty stomach?
yeah, so, like yeah, it was so funny because like, I was, like, feeling warm and, like, I got up to go to the bathroom, and I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm just like a lobster in the face, and I was like, "God damn it," and it's so funny because it's blotchy down my neck too, and
Oh
then, like,
shit.
if, like, you looked at my back, it would be, like, the redness is on my shoulders and, like, blotchy further down.
Dude, yeah, it kinda had allergic reaction to it.
Yeah, but it's happened before where and then somebody said that that's kind of just like a European white person thing, and I'm just like, well, it's happened many a time, so I'm going with that, and it kind of sucks because it just tells people like this guy
The
had a
alcohol.
little bit too much.
I
Because
didn't though. I
yeah,
didn't. I had a drink.
I just had to wait it out because I was like, I just feel uncomfortable and like the whiskey hit me too hard for some reason, but
Yeah, like I think because I that's happened to me once where I literally like took a shot with my dad and it literally just all of a sudden I broke out in hives. Like
that's
same
yeah,
thing, like on my face, chest, like it was wild. But yeah,
yeah.
apparently like I've heard it's allergic reaction that your
It
body's
probably
just not
is.
able to process it and stuff. So it's like literally like your body's trying to fight it off like it would
Yeah, it has to
any
be
other.
that.
Yeah. Cause I know
Like
like there is a like red face condition from drinking, but
mhm.
I've heard it mainly being in Asian cultures.
Oh, yeah.
And like where it's just like they just get like a super red face. I could be completely wrong, and if I am, I apologize. Like, but like that's what I've heard. That is like know it's a European thing too, where it's like we just get red faced.
Yeah.
Like it's just like how Norwegians have apple cheeks.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, no, it's crazy that like it's a poison. I love it. I love it too much.
Cutting back a lot.
I've
That's
I'm trying to.
yeah. I had a monster today.
Nice.
Yeah. I've
I
been
didn't.
this was
Go.
my first monster for a while
Nice.
as I cut back a lot, and I'm worried that
Don't
it's
don't have our G Sub subscription or sponsorship, so we can't have any G Subs.
I had to be a freaking pleb and just buy it like
By a
normal.
monster.
I bought the monster, but it was mostly because I was just like I didn't have my coffee this morning, and I also didn't pack myself some G sups. So baby needs his fiend.
I feel it. I didn't have any coffee this morning, and I was fucking hurting at my first break.
Yeah.
Like, and the one thing is, like, I will never buy something while I'm working because of like the way they make you fucking do it. Like, say if I had like 3 items, I would have to do 3 whole entire separate transactions because
Oh,
I would have to have a receipt that was signed off by a manager on each one.
uh, just at your particular work.
Yes, because
Jesus.
I've had it before where it's like if you checked out, you'd put the receipt on it so they know you didn't just steal it.
Yeah,
Like, there was a lot of places, like, at the gas station I had to do that, at the retail spot I had to do that, but this is the first one I have to actually have it signed by the manager.
sounds dumb.
Dude, it's like, I'm just like, I get it to an extent, but it's just like, especially where it's like you have to have it on each item that you have because they don't know if you steal. I was like, just look at the one receipt I have.
Or just
Like,
make copies of the same receipt.
that's what I was thinking. Just give me 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah, it
But yeah,
shouldn't be too hard, right? Quantity,
I
receipt, print, you
I
know?
don't, yeah, no, I don't know how the system works because not my problem.
You should just
Because
talk to them and be like, "Hey, come on. Like, you
come
can
on,
print
yeah,
multiple
I mean, you can
receipts."
do it for me, right? The guy you just hired? Come
Yeah.
on. But yeah, so, like, I didn't have anything, and then on my break, I just went over to the little market and got myself a yerba mate, and it tastes like fucking dog water. Like, I usually like yerba mates, but it was the berry might have been a lemonade or a limeade.
Yeah.
Either way, hot garbage. Like,
Uh,
that one sucked. Like, it sounds great. Like, a
yeah.
berry lemonade? Berry limeade, good. This tastes like fucking literally like someone, like, put a little bit of, like, a Belgian wit into it and just, like, watered it down with the Belgian wit. Like, it was so weird.
We should do a we should do an energy drink, taste test or tier list.
Yeah, I'm down. Just
Just
sit here and just have 5 of them.
just little have little cups, like plastic cups to take shots of, like, energy drink. 'Cause I can't remember the last time I had a freaking Rockstar, dude, and, like, that stuff was, like, the worst to me.
Dude, a Rockstar, Amped, Venom, like, all that shit. Even go
Yeah.
down that tier list, like, there's one that I see at my work, it's called, like, Big Buck or something like that. It has, like, it's like big game energy or
Yeah,
something like that, that has, like, elk antlers off of it, and I'm just like, "Is it gonna make me have them?" Or, like,
yeah.
am I gonna, like, shit myself because there's so much energy, and I look at the back, and it's, like, 250 milligrams of energy of caffeine. I'm just like, "No. No,
That's
thank
like
you."
that's not even, like, comparable, like, Bang energy drinks had, like, 300, and then they have, like, all these other energy drinks that are adding, like, creatine and shit to their fucking mix.
They've had to take them out, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
I think so because that it was, like, killing people. I don't know if
Creat
it
Creatine or Bang?
I think it was, like, the energy with the creatine. It was, like, because creatine has energy in it, and, like, they weren't accounting for that in the back of it, or
Yeah.
it's, like, the whole entire electric limeade from, what, Panera, that it gave, like, 3 people cardiac arrest because it was, like, 1,500 milligrams of energy in it, like,
Of,
per
like
serving.
caffeine inducing stuff or something?
Yeah, like, because it's like a
Okay.
lot of people have heart problems, so if you throw
Yeah.
too much caffeine on it, and the way an average American lives off caffeine is literally, like, 5 or 6 energy drinks a day, and
Whoa. That that reminds me of me when I was younger.
right? But some people don't
Yeah,
grow out of that stage, man. Like,
yeah.
I've seen people come in, like, when I worked at the gas station and would literally buy, like, 5 or 6 at a time, and then come back later and buy another, like, 5 or 6.
That was a lot of the crew on, delivery.
Dude, the blue
I
collar, man, they live off that.
I remember we would show up in the morning. There was this one guy who would go inside. He would get the two of the tall, twisty capped Rockstar punched energy drinks, and he would get like those the 5 hour energies and a red line, and he would
Dude!
red line. 5 hour energy dumped into the Rockstar and drink a that Rockstar
Dude,
like
that literally sounds like the cocktail I would make before working a Black Friday.
That's like the cocktail I would make when I was, like, in high school and shit, thinking like, "Yeah, this is rad, dude. I'm fucking
I'm
getting
gonna be fucking
get
flash on this shit.
oh, I'm getting crunked on fucking caffeine, bro. I'm fiending for the fiend, bro." You know? That sort of shit.
Feeding for the
Like,
fiend.
so dumb though, because like,
Dude.
honestly, I should get myself checked out because, like, I remember when I was younger and red lines had just come out, and everybody was like, dude, red lines.
We
That
can't even
shit.
get them. You had to be 18 to get them.
You
I
had to be
remember I
18.
remember I was only able to get them because of this. I've looked like this since I was like 14.
That's very true.
And
You had the beard as soon as you hit like puberty, it was just like
but dude, I remember walking in there in my like high school jersey, like our game day shirts that we had that was like literally like Lincoln High School
yeah.
2009, 2010. And I'd be in there just be like, "Are you 18?" Yes.
Yes. You're like at the counter, Yes, mister. Here's my money.
Just okay. I
Yeah.
believe you. You have the facial hair. You're good.
Yeah, you
But
uh,
that was also the same place I bought beer too when I was same age.
just walking in. If they card me, then I don't get the beer.
Yeah, it's be like, "Oh man, I forgot it," or like, "Where'd my card go? Sorry, man." And they're
Yeah.
like literally just like kind of freak out and be like, "Fuck, dude, I lost my ID, dude." And just be like, hand it back to him and be like, "I'm out of here." Cause then he would be like, "Oh, dude, no worries." And so I'm like, yeah, play the system.
Yeah. I had to have a friend buy me Red Line because I was like, I gotta try this. My whole my whole personality was caffeine, so I gotta try this Red Line.
Still
And
is.
I yeah, pretty much. It's like the only thing that I've been really, I guess, technically addicted to, I guess, is caffeine. And but this red line, like, I finally got one and I saved it for school. And I remember I had it in the fridge, and I remember my mom saying something about it, like, really? like that much, you know how bad that stuff is for you? Because like I already drank so much energy, like monster energy drinks, that I was like we would, like, on the weekend, if I had like some like allowance money or whatever, we would like walk to Target to get the 4 packs of monsters and stuff.
Dude,
Like,
fuck, I remember in that time, we also had the BFCs, like the
oh
monster
yeah.
fucking crowlers, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to go to the factory and get a couple of those. The
straight from the
monster
tap,
brewery. Yeah.
right out the monster's tits.
But I brought it to school and I drank this freaking red line. Like, everybody warns that, just drink half. You only need half, and like you're gonna be buzzing. I drank half, and I was like, after like one period, I was like, okay, I'm drinking. Just finish the rest of it, and I felt nothing. I was like, I was just normal.
Oh, no. Am I that much of a fiend?
Yeah, so what does that mean, dear viewer? Like,
Yeah.
tell me in the comments.
Is he a superhero? Like, did he get powers?
You know?
Is he the Speed Force?
Yeah,
But,
um,
dude, like, I thought that was going in a completely different direction because I thought you're gonna be like, as soon as I finished the second half, it hit me, and I realized it
no.
isn't for the hell of a time, like an edible. Like, you eat one of them, and you're just like, "That wasn't enough." 2 hours later, and then you eat another one, and then it just hits you. You're just like, "Oh, no."
Hit that wall and you're like, "Oh,
I just
whoa."
ate another one. Fuck. I'll be so tired tomorrow.
No, it was literally nothing happened to me. It was just like I felt, I guess, normal, I guess.
I felt kind of awake, but not really.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Energy drinks.
Hey, man,
Yeah.
I feel I was addicted to them like throughout high school, a little bit after, especially like working and stuff. Like
Yeah.
that's what you did. We didn't make coffee really that much at the beginning. Like I always loved coffee, but energy drinks were where it's at. You get 2 for $4, and then you're
Mhm.
fucking set for the night and then the next day. And dude, I
Yeah.
remember especially the twist off ones, like
Oh,
easiest
yeah.
way, easiest way to get drunk at school.
So, you remember
Th- This is experimental. Don't do this.
the
But yeah,
I
I would get the rock stars, like the twist off cap ones,
yeah.
drink half of it the night before, fill the rest up with Jaeger, and then just bring that to school.
Ugh,
Dude,
dude,
yeah. just redlining fucking Jaeger bombs at fucking school.
That's so gross, dude.
Dude,
Jaeger.
like, I don't know why I love that shit, because that was, like, when it was, like, super fucking popular and everybody was fucking taking Jaeger shots and shit, like,
Yeah, when you're when you're near your 20s, I guess.
I was near my 18s.
Yeah, I mean, you're reaching an age near 20, I guess,
Yeah,
and everyone's
no.
just like, "What alcohol do you like?" "Well, Jägermeister tastes like licorice," so
Not the good kind, but I can muscle it down.
yeah, everyone was very happy when Fireball came around.
Dude, even that, dude, so fucking nasty. Like, I can
Really?
see myself drinking Jaeger again, but doing it as, like, what it's meant to be is, like, what was it, purgative? Like Underbergs and stuff, because it's supposed to, like, be something that you sip on after dinner to help calm your stomach.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not meant to be shot or drinking with energy drinks. It's supposed to be, like, in a little glass, almost like port, and you sit there and sip on it,
Yeah.
and it's supposed to help you digest your food.
Instead, you're making 4th of July in your stomach at school, so that's
Dude,
rad.
yeah, dude, sitting there trying to learn about anything and everything while I'm just like, "Why is there 2
Oh,
teachers?"
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I made it. I was a
Uh,
dumb
I'm
kid.
like, I thought that I'm starting to realize, like, I also don't know how you made it.
You know, there's this one thing that they brought around when we were in school. It was this little program called No Child Left Behind. I should have been left behind maybe once. Twice to really get the point across. I could have done some learning, more learning.
Some more learning.
Like,
That's good.
I could have got way more learning. My mama says I'm smart and special when she tucks me in every night. Of course, mama also takes me
Yeah,
out
but
back and beats me with a rubber hose and calls me.
and she was trying to strangle you while she was, like, holding those blankets tight
I just
around
had
your
a
neck.
such a thick neck that I'm just like, "Oh, she's tucking me in." She's just like, "Fucking die."
Your whole throat was numb by Rockstar and Jägermeister.
I'm just like, she's like, "Why the fuck is
Stuffing
this
the
psychopath
tickles.
life? Get away from me. Stop
Ma
it."
Mama, I love you.
She's like, "I do too. Just fucking die."
Fucking go to sleep. Go to sleep
This is
forever, please, please.
here comes that turtle sleep win. Just go to the farm upstate. You'll be okay. If you're listening, mom, I love you.
Fuck
Apparently, her and
you,
my dad have
bitch.
listened to a
Trying to
few.
kill John. I
Apparently,
hate
they
you.
listened to a few episodes, dog.
Oh no, I'm sorry. But you did try to kill him, so you do deserve it a little. And you brought a ghost into the house through
And
an
you brought
haunted
a ghost.
armoire. I got dirt.
Oh shit! Love
Leave
ya.
a comment below if you listen to this episode.
Yeah,
If
if
you
you can
ain't
figure out the comments.
scared, ain't some coward.
God damn it, dude! I'm gonna get a phone call back. What the fuck was this? Surprised
I would.
we've talked about them in the past on this about
Yeah,
them being Trump supporters and shit. So
that's
we'll
fine. They
see.
can they can support whoever. I'm not
Yeah,
mad at them.
no, like don't get me
Why?
wrong, they take it
Wait,
to a level.
you brought that up, so like thought
I
that was
did.
like you're. Are you saying you have issues with it? Are you
No,
not American?
you
Do
don't
you
believe
not?
in America, dude?
I bet you just stay inside on the 4th of July. You don't light off any fireworks, do you?
No, I go out and fucking enjoy the fuck out of fireworks. I let other people light them. I enjoy them
Mm, ooh,
because
hey,
hey, yo, what? What's up?
it just instantly a memory hit me.
Oh shit!
Um, we were doing this is why I don't mess with like large mortar fireworks ever, because one, it's like too much work in California to even get them, But a friend brought him over. I've never messed with him, and we were lighting him off on the 4th of July. And I put one in the tube, and I didn't realize that the propulsion doesn't just push him out. I had to like kind of force it into the tube, not thinking, you know. Uh, y- yeah, so it kind of just like it. I guess it just exploded out from the bottom. So
Mhm.
all these like firework bits went everywhere. And I was very embarrassed. We had like people that don't usually come over to our place over that we haven't really visited and that are friends of a friend, and like
Mhm.
it was kind of one of those moments where we're like, hey, maybe we can like join the groups and like we can all be friends. And like of course I fucking mess up on lighting a firework, goes everywhere. I feel, and then the neighbors are also lighting off their homemade fireworks that are just like dynamite. It's just loud. It's not a, and like I kind
Just
of,
fucking gunpowder in a fucking bottle.
and they hated it. Me being like a, I guess dude brain is just like it's kind of rad. I hate that my dogs hate him. Or no,
Mhm.
I don't like it that my dogs. I get upset because my dogs don't like him, but I'm
Mhm.
also on the other end of the spectrum where I'm just like, "That's dope, dude. How'd you make it? Like, let's see where we can take this. Like, can we make like rockets and stuff with this stuff? You know,
I wanna shoot
that's
something in the sky, please.
yeah. I want to start like you're doing a good job, but we can expand on this idea. Yeah,
We
so
we could build off this. Your mind or my mind and your ingenuity, let's do this.
yeah, so I lit off that mortar, it went everywhere, and then I just was like, "I'm gonna stick to sparklers and snakes. I'm
So
not built for, the bigger stuff."
so that reminds me of 2 incidences.
Oh.
One was at a 4th of July at my girlfriend's parents' house. They were doing a similar thing, but they decided that they wanted to put the mortar on top of a ladder, and this is just
Oh,
bad
yeah.
all around because you need that stable ground to propel it
Yeah.
into the air.
See, my
This
brain
was
would've
not.
caught that, but I didn't catch what I was doing. Yeah.
It'll come out
"Hey,
easily.
hey, give me that ramrod."
Give me that stick we used to, like, poke dog's poop with.
Yeah.
But yeah, so put it all on top of that, just blew up, fucking embers went over
Oh,
to the
damn.
neighbor's house, no one was home, like, I remember an ember hit me in the face, like, or
Yeah.
something hit me in the face, and I'm just like, "No, beard, no." This is back when it was, like, hella long too, so I was just like, "No,
Mhm.
no, 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 no." And then that was all good, we finished it, put out the little embers that we had rolling around, like, I ran over to the neighbor's house and, like, made sure, like, nothing was on fire.
Yeah.
And then the second one was out at our buddy's house out in the cuts, and that's when my partner had fireworks left over from some time, and we were not supposed to light them off because they were mortars. We didn't think they were gonna be as big as they were because we lit off the one, and then I think we threw the other one into the fire, and it just shot out in, like, random directions.
Was this I'll edit out names and stuff, but was this
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I was there.
Yeah, we were there. It was
Yeah.
it was a wild time. I remember his neighbors called and they got, like, super pissed. I remember he got super pissed.
Well, how I remember the night going is that we were talking about these fireworks, and he was like not saying, he wouldn't say yes.
He didn't say no.
So we were like, well, it's like super wet out here too. Like eventually we just kept drinking, of course. And then we all decided, hey, we're in this right mind to agree that lighting these fireworks would be actually fun.
Super sick. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
So we did. And I remember it was fun. It was like it was a good time, but
Yeah.
it was the next day was when like he was mad. Um, Mostly, I think it was mostly like his mom got called by
Mhm.
neighbors, and so he had to deal with his mom probably like pissed off at him, and yeah, it was. I get it.
I do too, like, being the adult now, I'm just like, "Dude, yeah, I completely understand."
Yeah,
But it was fun.
it
It was a
was
good
fun.
time.
I also
But
realized that's probably why, like, when me and my wife needed it most, we weren't allowed to live there because, like, I had, I had that a resume of being the bad boy, to, and in her like his mom's eyes, because
yeah.
like I also tried to breathe fire on her property, and which he didn't have to tell her.
Yeah.
Like, that's I love him to death. He's like one of my best buds, but like,
Yeah.
damn it, dude, like just lie. Lie for a
Just
homie.
right? Just once.
It probably was good though. Like, I don't know. It was a good teaching moment as far as like me and my wife not being able to take an easy way to like live somewhere
Yeah.
would have been helpful, but instead we went to lived on a trailer, then a Winnebago on some
Okay, so this was,
insulated
like, right
property.
after her high school?
This was like after we got married, and we were just I think we were just like looking for any place to live. I can't remember the timeline, but yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I remember wanting to live there at one point.
yeah, this was before like our, other people were living there that we know.
Yeah. No, we had some good times at the house.
Oh, it was rad. It was a good time
Yeah.
for
I
sure.
remember coming up toward the end of it. It's like that's when they, like, stopped having like, we like because we were growing up and being like, "Oh, we're, older, we don't need to have a party every weekend.
Yeah,
Can't
yeah.
afford it."
We would do like New Year's Eve parties there, and
Yeah.
I remember
I think
the
that was the
last
party we did,
the last one. Yeah.
like, the one with the fireworks. I think that was New
Oh,
Year's.
yeah, probably. Um, I can't remember if it was the same one, but I remember one like he invited a lot of his friends from work, and I was a total jackass because we were all like hanging out around this big bonfire.
Yep,
I'm not
I remember that
explaining
one.
myself.
That was the one that you were sitting there trying to light the fire with your, like, hands like your fucking flint. Like, you're trying to light it
No,
old
I
school.
didn't
Okay.
I didn't have flint. That must have been somebody else because
It
I
might have
went
been
up.
a lighter because
It
I
was
remember, like, you try to light the fire and everybody was just standing around watching you.
there was like a big stump out there, and they were trying to light it. They couldn't get it, and then I came out. I had a lighter, and I took a bunch of like the small kindling and stuff,
Mhm.
stacked it up, and then I got it lit. And it was like small at first, but I was just like, we just need to feed it when it's time. So we kept feeding it, and it got bigger, you know. But
Bigger.
yeah, yeah. So, but what I was trying to say is that there was a moment at the party where his group of friends were like kind of just like in their own clique and not talking to anybody else but the people in their clique, and they
Mhm.
were standing precariously close to the fire, and this was a shitty thing to do, but at the time I thought it was very funny. Was that we had all these Christmas trees that we collected from the local park,
Mhm.
and there was smaller ones, and they would light up really fast and like just flame, like engulfed. And so what I did is I sat one of these smaller ones close enough to the edge of the fire to be near the group, but like I knew that it wouldn't affect them besides just being like kind of scary and a little bit hot. And so I did that, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. And they were like, "What the hell? Why do you do that?" And I was just like, I was laughing. I was like, "Well, you guys are just like in your own clique. You need to talk to us. Like, come on, like this is a party." And like, at the time I thought it was super fucking funny and like super in the right, and now I'm just like, I'm a fucking asshole, dude. I suck.
Yeah, right. Oh, dude, that was bad. And I just remember like one of the first times I went over there, I shotgunned a torpedo and beat
Oh.
everybody, and we were like shotgunning all to doing it. I beat them with a torpedo when they all had like Coors Light, and then just kept on calling our buddy just kept on calling us Jesus all night, me Jesus all night.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, like I
Yeah.
remember him just sitting there petting my beard too for like the longest time. I'm just like, "You're right, dog." "I'm great, man. How are you?"
I'm great. I just shotgun like half a 30 rack of Coors, bro.
Dude, oh god. I just remember too, like at the house party that we had one of our buddies trying to do Das Boot
Oh,
and
yeah.
tried to do it with like IPAs. And like I remember him like
Oh, yeah.
drinking it, getting it, but he finished it. Took him a long time. I remember he just finishes it, fucking like holds it down, and you see the welts all over his face and chest, and he's sitting there kind of rocking. You're just like, everybody spread out, and just fucking blah, just fucking just starts throwing everything back up, just straight up like foam. It's just
Yeah.
like, oh, dude. Oh man.
Yeah. Do that shit outside. Just be
I go,
preemptive about it.
I we did do it outside, luckily enough. That's one thing we did where it's like,
Was that a I remember somebody did it with IPAs inside too. Maybe that was somebody else.
that was because I remember the reason why he did it was because the other person did it,
Yeah.
and he did not drink that much.
I would not even try to do it, even if it was like light beers.
Dude, speaking of that house, though, I have a great story for next episode.
Yeah, we need to cull this one. Um
Oh, it's getting a little long. I hope you guys aren't too tie from listening to us banter.
yeah, it gives me padding when I'm editing, so I can add some
T-
more tidbits here and there.
Take away some stuff. Take
Yeah.
away me just.
Take away the awkward silences. Well, this was the A2J podcast. I was your host, Axel, and this was my co-host, John. Got anything to say for yourself? Or you're gonna dance it away. You're gonna dance it
Dance
away.
it away, dude.
All right, you freaks. Like, leave a comment below. Is John's
Like
dancing
and subscribe,
55?
motherfuckers.
Yeah, please like and subscribe. It's something we
Turn
need to
that bell on
mark
or
you guys
something.
on a little bit more. But yeah, like, subscribe, notifications, hit that bell, whatever you want to do.
Leave a comment. Do something, please.
No, don't talk to us. Actually, don't do that. You freaks. I hate you. I hate you.